Welcome to Downtown Sports. My name is Downtown Steven Brown, and in today's video, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a jumbo announcement for us. They have signed veteran forward Joe Thornton to a one-year $700,000 deal. And I don't really know what this means for the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup or roster. I don't know where Joe Thornton plays. Does he play on the third line? Are we trading Kerfoot? I don't know. They talked about the chemistry with him and Jimmy Vesey and being one of the reasons why Vesey signed in the first place, because they used to be Harvard teammates. But it's Joe friggin' Thornton, right? And he wears number 19, and Jason Spezza wore number 19. Tavares wears number 91, but Spezza used to wear number 90 in Dallas. There might be some number trading going on. I don't freaking care how old he is. He's 41 years old. He's still got the big beard. This is just really, really exciting, because if you've watched NHL hockey, it's Joe friggin' Thornton. Their mission this season is to get that man a 4-goal game, because remember what he said, what he would do if he scored 4 goals in a game, huh? That's an interesting Google search. But for real though, if we're looking at these two players, Joe Thornton brings a lot to an NHL power play. He brings a lot to a team offensively at 5-on-5. This is still a useful player somehow at 41 years old. The man is a monster. He is not human. I don't know how much center we're really expecting him to play at the age of 41. Everyone's calling him slow Joe. Yuck it up. You're just laughing because he's not on your favorite team. We talked about the Maple Leafs' second power play sucking for a really long time. Well, inject it with some beard, baby, because Joe Thornton's going to be there just dishing the puck off to everyone. You want to talk about Nick Robertson having a really good rookie season this year? Putting him and Jumbo on power play 2 is going to be a huge upgrade compared to what they had last season. Joe Austin, just listen to me. I know you're not watching this video here. I would like 1 goal this season to be scored by Austin Matthews, assisted by Joe Thornton and Jason Spezza. Just one. I want one of those goals. I don't know if he plays every single game or not. We have no idea what next season looks like. I don't know if him and Jason Spezza are in the lineup at the same time. I mean, if we're looking at the forwards here, it's plausible how you can see them trading one of them. And I mean, not one of the guys that they just signed, not Ilya Mikheyev, but maybe Ilya Mikheyev. I don't know. Everyone seems to love him, and he's a very effective forechecker. I can't see that happening. They're definitely moving out a defenseman. I mean, Kyle Dubas has talked about, and Chris Johnson said this on the most recent edition of the Steve Dangle podcast, that they're considering trading one of Justin Holl or Travis Dermott, but maybe even both of them. And if you don't want Joe playing center on the fourth line, I mean, Pierre Engvall is a very capable fourth line center from what we saw in the play-in round against the Columbus Blue Jackets. I really hope it's not a guy like Pierre Engvall that gets traded, because he is a very effective forward on the penalty kill, and I know $1.25 million is a lot to pay for that player, but he's a useful player to have on your roster, especially if he contribute a little bit more offense than what he did in the second half of last season. But like I said, I don't know if Joe Thornton or Jason Spezza are everyday players at this point in their careers. It's okay to have an extra. We gotta try to control our breathing here as we're reading this tweet here, but Dubas has convinced Joe Thornton to sign here on a 1-year deal, and just imagine it. Just imagine it. John Tavares just passing it off to both Spezza and Thornton. They're holding one either side of the cup, and the tweet below it. I mean, the locker room right now. Joe Thornton, Jason Spezza, Wayne Simmons, Jake Muzzin, Zach Bogosian just winning a Stanley Cup with the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's just pouring leadership everywhere. And I mean, if you look at his Hockey DB page, was it ever in doubt that Joe Thornton was coming to the Toronto Maple Leafs? He played for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds in the OHL. I mean, if you're looking at him over the past 2 seasons in San Jose, he's played basically third-line minutes for them, and still 31 points in 70 games on a bad San Jose Sharks team. And if we're looking at his zone starts here, I mean, still pretty respectable. Didn't really play too much in a sheltered role or anything like that. You might have to baby this guy a little bit, but it's Joe friggin' Thornton. I think I remember when they went to the Cup Finals against the Pittsburgh Penguins, I think he was playing on, like, no legs. Okay, not literally no legs, but I think he needed like 1 or 2 surgeries after that playoff run, because his legs were just constantly like blue and purple and black after every game. This is something that was rumored to happen for years now. Apparently, when the Leafs got Patrick Marleau like 3 years ago, it was rumored that they were going to get them both. They were going to get Marleau and Thornton, and they were going to come live out the dream here in Toronto, but they didn't end up getting Joe, and then there was that picture tweeted out of him on his riding lawnmower that he signed the deal, and it was rumored the next offseason, and Elliot Friedman was on this train for the longest time. Chris Johnson said that, you know, he was very, very high on this signing happening on the most recent edition of the Steve Dangle podcast. And then after that, everyone started talking about it again. James Myrtle was saying that they were aggressively pursuing him, saying that the Maple Leaf superstars were in contact with Joe Thornton, extending an olive branch, saying, hey, look, come play here. And it's just like, I am very excited right now. You see all the jerseys in the background here? Do you know how quickly I am getting a Joe Thornton Toronto Maple Leafs jersey? The second they announce what number he's going to be wearing, it's going to be 19. There's no way it's any other number than 19. And look, if he comes here and he puts up 30, 35-ish points or so, maybe he plays a third, fourth line role, gets some power play time in there, what I'm most excited about is that this guy is not human. He's not a machine either. He's a beast. Whatever he's got growing on his face, that's not Joe Thornton anymore. The beard has just taken over the last couple of years. And the exciting thing is that all he has to do is be what he is right now. I'm not expecting him to be anything more. I'm not expecting him to be the MVP of the league like he once was in Boston. I'm not expecting him to be the best player in the NHL, which he once was. I'm not expecting him to be anything other than what Joe Thornton is right now. And if he does that, he's going to be a very effective and useful player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, especially at $700 grand. Are you kidding me? This guy's got over 1,500 NHL points, over 1,600 games played, destined for the Hockey Hall of Fame, one of the greatest players to ever play, and he picked the Toronto Maple Leafs in what might be his last hurrah here. I don't know why he picked the Leafs in what might be his last hurrah here, because let's face it, I don't have a lot of faith in the Leafs, but if Joe Thornton has faith in the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm going to take that over any of you yahoos in the comments section doubting this. What did I say earlier at the end of the video that I posted earlier? I mean, who cares about that video? Shit. Didn't get some Leafs news for a couple of days, and then boom, a jumbo announcement like the tweet said. Projecting Ilya Mikheyev at $1.5 million, which is what Elliot Friedman said the team would like to get him at his upcoming arbitration case. Projecting Travis Dermott at around $1.25 million. I mean, that's about fair. The Maple Leafs are going to be over the salary cap, give or take 100 grand on either of those guys. So they're not done. I mean, who do they move out here? Is it Kerfoot? Is it Engvall? Is it Justin Holl? Is it Travis Dermott? No idea. We're just going to have to wait and see what Kyle Dubas does next. The only thing we can know for certain is that it's going to be an evening transaction. I mean, God, the drive home from work, if you are driving home from work, has probably been interesting the last couple of weeks or so. But what do you guys think here? What do you guys think about 41-year-old Joe Thornton? What are you most excited about what he brings to this team? Don't be negative, okay? I know that's asking for a lot. Just don't be negative here. This is one of the greatest NHL players to ever play the game, and he picked Toronto in what might be his last hurrah in the show. Obviously, he did that because he's got faith in the team. And if Joe's got faith in the team, I got faith in the team. Let's just make a nice, beautiful triangle here. All three of us having faith at the same time. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up the video now, but make sure to comment on the video and let me know, like I was saying. Make sure to like the video if you did like it and subscribe for more, because more is always on the way. And guys, Joe Thornton is a Toronto Maple Leaf.